Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Alex Brasky, here to bring you another Section 5 football matchup on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Tonight's game features Letchworth Warsaw hosting the unbeaten LeRoy Knights at Warsaw High School. Letsaw comes into this one with a record of 1-3, while the Knights hold a record of 4-0. First and foremost, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Casella Waste. Casella, your number one provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, Wyoming County Community Hospital. Their mission is to provide outstanding healthcare services and to have a positive impact on the health of their rural community. That's Wyoming County Community Hospital. Also, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop in LeRoy, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. Italian Thursdays feature pasta specials, and every Saturday is steak night, open every day except Tuesdays. Sweet Betty's is ready to serve you at 15 Main Street in LeRoy. Also, LeRoy Federal Credit Union. LFCU has been serving their members for 60 years, bringing them a hometown feel with welcoming customer service and a feeling like they have control over their finances. Located on West Main Road in LeRoy, 585-768-7207, or reach us online at www.leroyfcu.org. LeRoy Federal Credit Union, owned by you, working for you. Also, Lathan Tree Service since 1971. Lathan's mission has never changed, and that is to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Find out why. Thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278. We now pause for the national anthem. And we'd also like to thank Bubba's. Contact Bubba's Landscape for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate, 585-768-6578. Also, George in Swede Sales and Service is a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. Established in 1983, George in Swede has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service in the Western New York area for over 35 years. Call or visit George in Swede at 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, 585-584-3425, or log on to www.inswede.com. Getting a little choked up here. BlueDumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, BlueDumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next-day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing, Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit www.bluedumpster.com today. TF Brown's Restaurant in Batavia, 214 East Main Street, is the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has also been the home of TF Brown's for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, TF Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, www.empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. O'Brien Septic, offering portable toilets and restroom trailer rentals, as well as septic pumping inspections, repairs, and installations. Whether you're in Rochester, Hilton, Macedon, Canandaigua, Warsaw, Geneseo, Corning, and anywhere in between, we can provide fast, efficient, superior delivery and service. Call today, 585-766-1221. So those are our sponsors for today's broadcast. We'd like to thank them, and we're getting set for kickoff between Letchworth and LeRoy. It's a beautiful day here at Warsaw High School. Sun going down beyond the far side, making it a little bit difficult for us to see here to begin the game, but should be just fine in a matter of moments. Before we get going, we'd also like to thank the Warsaw School Administration and Athletic Director Ed Storrs for setting us up here inside the press box at Warsaw High School. Once again, my name's Alex Brasky, excited to take you through another exciting edition of live high school sports on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Kickoff coming up here as the Knights will kick it away to Letchworth. Set to kick it off is Nate Andrews for LeRoy. And set to return it is Eddie Storrs for Letchworth. And the kick is away. Not a great one as it's coming near the sideline, fielded by Letchworth, but quickly brought down. And that's where Letchworth will begin its drive. Near midfield, right at about the 42-yard line. So as you see at the bottom of your screen, the Casella scoreboard will be up throughout the game to keep you involved the best we can. One-man show here, so I'm going to do my best to keep that thing updated as quickly as possible. Score should be no problem, but down in distance and time, you're going to have to bear with me at times. So here we go. First play from scrimmage for Letchworth. Austin Williams, the man in the backfield, the quarterback for Letchworth, going deep on the first play, and it's picked off. The Knights have it. Crossing midfield is Cody Lytle. Cody Lytle on the pick, inside the 20, spinning forward, and brought down at the 15-yard line. What a start for the Knights. So Austin Williams, Letchworth quarterback, goes deep on the first play, and it's picked off by the Knights' Lytle. So LeRoy set up inside the red zone to begin their first drive, already knocking on the door here. And we have a timeout on the field for an injured player back near midfield. It's a Letchworth player down on the field. We'll try to get a look at it and fill you in on who the injured player is, but we'll pause right here for a moment for the injury. Hoping for the best for this young man. And the young man is on his feet. Hunter Elliott, the man injured for Letchworth. So like I said before, hoping for the best for Mr. Elliott here. Just bear with me for one moment as I update social media with the link here. So here we go. First play for the Knights. And a handoff right up the gut. Brought down after about a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 5 for LeRoy here. So a good start for LeRoy. They pick off the deep ball. And this LeRoy defense has been mighty impressive this season, folks. Let me tell you that. Started the season, their first 3 games without allowing a point. Timeout on the field called by the Knights. So as I said before, this LeRoy defense, stout as can be, as they've held their opponents to just 14 points on the season, and those 14 points came last week, 40-14 win over East Rochester Gananda. LeRoy began the season with 3 straight shutouts, 19-0 over Dansville, 20-0 over Attica, and 55-0 over Wellsville. It's been a struggle for Letchworth this year, coming off 2 straight sectional championships. 42-38 loss to Hornell to open the season. 28-14 loss to Dansville in week 2. And then an overtime loss, 20-14 at the hands of Attica. So close games for Letchworth. They just haven't been able to come out on the winning end. So LeRoy continues its drive. Alex Penapeno fighting his way forward. Doesn't get much. That's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and about 3 coming up for the Knights. So you're really going to see Penapeno do a lot of the work out of the backfield for LeRoy, averaging 93 passing yards per game, 5 touchdowns on the season, and he missed the Knights' win last week. So those stats are just in 3 weeks for Penapeno, and another whistle blown. Looks like we have an official's timeout here. And the clock will restart. 3rd and 3 coming up for LeRoy. Handoff goes to Andrews, fighting his way through the line. That's going to be a 1st down for the Knights. And that's another player you're going to see plenty from here tonight. Nate Andrews had a huge game in the Knights' win last week. 18 carries, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns, as well as 1 catch for 25 yards and an 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So an incredible effort from Andrews last week, and he's been a stalwart for this team all season long on offense. Averages 78.5 yards per game, and LeRoy is into the end zone. It's not Andrews, it's Jack Tonzi, the sophomore. So LeRoy on top, 6-0 off the interception from Lytle, and now the touchdown from Tonzi. 9:51 to go here in the first quarter. Mitch Hockey will come on for the extra point for the Knights. Penapeno, the holder, puts it down. It's up, and it is through. Hockey is good, and it's 7-0 LeRoy. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Casella Waste, our scoreboard sponsor for every broadcast here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel, also awards the player of the game near game's end. Each player of the game this season will be awarded a $25 gift card to TF Browns in Batavia. Also, the Wyoming County Community Hospital, Sweet Betty's in LeRoy, the LeRoy Federal Credit Union, Lathan Tree Service in LeRoy, Bubba's Landscape in LeRoy, Georgian Swede Sales and Service in Pavilion, BlueDumpster.com, visit their website today, TF Browns in Batavia, told you about them earlier, the $25 gift card going to the player of the game, Mancuso Real Estate, based in Batavia, Empire Tractor, based in Batavia, and O'Brien Septic. Call or visit their website today. So here comes LeRoy, set to kick it away after the touchdown, just inside 10 minutes to go. An interception ended Letzaw's first drive of the night. And the Knights came right down the field and capitalized on a touchdown from Jack Tanzi. So the kick from LeRoy is fielded right at about the 20-yard line. And he's bottled up right at about that 20-yard line. Looked like Chris Shearing on the return for Letzaw. So Letzaw looking for better results than they got to end their last drive. Certainly, that goes without saying. And you'll see them go to the air quite often tonight. Austin Williams, a talented thrower of the football, as they go to the air once again. Williams getting it out to the outside, and Letzaw has themselves a first down. So a big gain there on first down. Looked like Aaron Miller on the reception from Williams. And as I said before, Williams can throw it, averaging 142 passing yards per game, 5 touchdowns, 40 rushing yards per game as well. He also has 7 rushing scores on the season. So Williams has really been a one-man wrecking crew, although Letzaw has yet to come up with that win. And sorry about the failure to put the 7 points up there, but we do have a 7-0 lead for LeRoy. We're approaching 9 minutes to go as the 1st and 10 doesn't go anywhere. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So once again, we'd like to thank Warsaw Athletic Director Ed Storrs and the Warsaw administration for setting us up here atop Warsaw High School's turf field. And after the rain we had this morning and yesterday, thank goodness that these teams are playing on this beautiful field. Met in the backfield, Zach Vanderhoof, the tackle for loss for the Knights. Going to be a name that you hear quite often on defense for LeRoy. He does a lot of damage for this Knights defense. 20 tackles on the season has Vanderhoof. 8.5 of those have come for a loss, and now another one for a loss. 3.5 sacks Vanderhoof has. Last game, a 40-14 win over East Rochester Ganonda. Vanderhoof led the Knights, 6 tackles, 2 for a loss, and a sack. He was already awarded our player of the game in the Knights' victory over Attica earlier this season, broadcast on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. We'll see if he can get it going again here tonight. Lytle with the interception, Tanzi with the touchdown, so a lot of names in the hat for player of the game in the early going. Williams escapes. We have a flag in the backfield, a jump throw from Williams, and it's complete. Andrews is there on the tackle, a flag behind the play, Shearing on the reception. We'll see what the flag is. And it's holding on Letzaw. So that one's coming back. It's going to bring up a 3rd and even longer. About a 3rd and 25 now for Letzaw. 7:30 remaining in this first quarter. So certainly a tough break for Letzaw on the jump throw completion from Williams to Shearing. Wiped off the board due to the holding call. Boy, I can't wait till that sun goes down. I've been told before the game that there is some wetland beyond the far side of the field. That is why the bleachers are on this side, staring into the death of the sun. So Williams will take the snap on a 3rd and long. Rolling out, looking for a man downfield. He's under pressure.
Oh, and just out of the reach of a diving receiver. Looked like it was Aaron Miller, the intended target. So good job getting it away from Williams. You can see the arm talent on this kid. But just out of the reach of Miller. And Letchworth is going to be forced to punt. So here's the punt from Williams. It's a good one. Sends Andrews retreating for it. And now to down it is Eddie Storrs at about the 25-yard line. Beautiful punt from Williams. And with 6:43 remaining in the first, a 1st and 10 coming up for the Knights. Once again, this game brought to you by Casella Waste, our scoreboard sponsor for tonight and every night here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Zach Vanderhoof. So here we go to begin the LeRoy drive. Penapeno takes the snap, tosses it out. He has a completion. Adam Ryswick on the catch. He fights his way ahead for a couple of yards, about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up. So both of these teams going to the air in the early going. And Letchworth certainly going to have to go to the air if they hope to keep pace with this vaunted LeRoy attack. Does a lot of its work on the ground, but LeRoy can also put it in the air. Penapeno does a nice job. And last week, John Penapeno, a junior quarterback, filled in for Penapeno and had a big game in his own right. So that's a 1st down run for Nate Andrews. Handoff. Andrews looking for room. He's across the marker again. Another 1st down run for Nate Andrews. And obviously you see the sun really a bear now. It shouldn't be long before it's behind those trees. Let me see if a filter will help us at all. Yeah, maybe that does a little. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. See if that helps us at all. Snap, handoff to Andrews once again. Gain of about 4 for Andrews. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6 now for the Knights. So a few updates from around the league. Bath over Waterloo earlier this afternoon in a battle of unbeatens. 36-26 Rams victory, so Bath improves to 5-0 on the season. Livonia ahead 24-6 in their game tonight as Penapeno looking to go deep, and he has his man! A falling catch for Cody Lytle. And he's having himself a big night. A 1st down throw from Penapeno to Lytle. Just inside 4.5 minutes to go in the first. Knights in business once again. And another update from Livonia, 32-6 over Wellsville. So Penapeno out of the shotgun here, looking to run, but he flips it to Andrews, who fights his way to about the 5-yard line. That's near a 1st down. And they give it to him. 1st and goal coming up for the Knights from about the 5. Another update, Attica leading 27-7 over Hornell, 6:38 remaining in the first half. So those are a few updates from around the league. The Knights looking to improve to 5-0 to keep pace with Avon, and Penapeno across the goal line for the touchdown. Knights, another score here in the first quarter, 13-0. LeRoy increases its advantage. And this is not the start Letzaw was looking for, going up against a quality team in LeRoy. Certainly falling behind by 2 scores early is something that they're going to have to battle their way back from. So here comes Hockey on for the kick, up and through. 14-0 Knights. So once again, this game brought to you by Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Also, Wyoming County Community Hospital. Their mission is to provide outstanding healthcare services for their rural community. Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. LeRoy Federal Credit Union, LFCU, has been serving their members for 60 years. Also, Lathan Tree Service. Their mission has never changed, and that is to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Bubba's Landscape in LeRoy. Contact Bubba's, and you'll spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. George and Swede Sales and Service, a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. Also, BlueDumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Contact BlueDumpster.com. T.F. Brown's Restaurant in Batavia. Mancuso Real Estate. Empire Tractor right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. And O'Brien Septic. Superior delivery and service. Call today. O'Brien's Septic. So here we go. The Knights, the kickoff after the touchdown, and that one will go all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Letzaw is going to begin their drive at the 20-yard line, hoping for more success than they had on the first couple of drives, that's for sure. Call me Captain Obvious. So bad news for the injured Letzaw player being taken off on a cart here. So he gets himself a nice round of applause. So here we go, 1st and 10 for Letzaw. Williams out of the shotgun, takes it himself here, looking for room, but he's spun down by a host of LeRoy tacklers. Looked like Ryan Higgins in there on the stop, along with Jack Tonzi. So about 3:10 remaining here in the first. Letzaw's drive begins with about a 1-yard gain. Someone questioning the jump throw. Yes, the patented jump throw. I think Tim Tebow created that, but Williams earlier on the run, he leapt into the air before he let the ball go, so we'll call it a jump throw. Williams going deep once again, and he connects. A long completion here. Eddie Storrs on the run, and he's taken down at about the 20-yard line. A big completion from Williams to Storrs, and Letzaw is in business here. So that's what this Letzaw defense can do. A slow start, but a big play here has them in business. 2.5 minutes to go in the first. 1st and 10 coming up for Letzaw. So LeRoy looking to hold Letzaw out of the end zone after the big gainer. Williams takes the snap, looking to throw once again, evading pressure. Vanderhoof in there. Ooh, and he's eventually knocked out of bounds. Cody Lytle, along with it looked like Robbie Newmark in there on the stop. So a big hit along the sideline sent Williams out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a second and long, 2nd and 13 coming up for Letsaw. Williams out of the shotgun. A run up the gut. Doesn't get far. About a 1-2 yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12. They'll keep it right there. 3rd and 13 coming up for Letsaw. So you'll likely see Letsaw go to the air here. And it can't be said enough, a beautiful night here at Warsaw. A little bit of a breeze, but great football weather here. Williams sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, under pressure once again, gets it away, down the field, into the end zone. And it's caught on the deflection. Touchdown, Letsaw. Aaron Miller with the catch, but a flag is down. We'll see what the call is here. Adam Ryswick on the coverage for the Knights. It's going to be pass interference on LeRoy. So the touchdown's going to stand. Letsaw on the board with 1:02 to go here in the first quarter. So what a job by Williams, evading the pressure, getting it away, and what concentration from Miller, able to catch it on the deflection in the end zone for the touchdown. Just over a minute to go here in the first. Letsaw with life. The snap, kick is up, kick is through. It's a 7-point game. And a nice kick there from someone that we don't have on the roster. Emmett Stores. Son of Ed Stores? Right. So another Stores in the pipeline. Kicking field goals out here. I bet his dad taught him that one. He says no. So, a very difficult start for Letsaw, but what a drive. 2 big plays, the completion from Williams to Stores and the completion from Williams to Miller. And Letsaw on the board, 14-7. Plenty of time remaining in this first quarter. But what a flip of the script if you're Letsaw. You didn't like where you were at 14-0, but you got to love where you are at 14-7. I mean, if you can somehow take a 7-point deficit into the half against this unbeaten LeRoy team, I'm sure that Letsaw would take that, giving themselves a fighting chance in the second half. 1:02 remaining here in the first. Kickoff's about to be put up in the air from across midfield as Letsaw elected to take the pass interference penalty on the kickoff. So that's why you see Letsaw with such great field position here on the kick. Andrews set to return it for LeRoy here as Stores puts it away. Andrews on the return, fighting his way across the 20, across the 25, brought down at about the 26-yard line. That's where LeRoy will begin its drive. Inside a minute to go in the first. Once again, you see our sponsors up on the screen. Can't bring you these broadcasts without these sponsors, so be sure if you get the opportunity to thank them with your patronage. Got a few more to go to. We'll do it right after this snap. So LeRoy's drive about to begin following the Letchworth touchdown. Handoff, Andrews. Met at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to fight his way forward for a few yards. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6. And once again, we'd like to remind you, Casella Waste will bring you the player of the game after each game this season or near the end of each game. A lot of names involved in the early going for both teams. That one put in the air, and Lytle comes down with a catch near the sideline, but no, ruled out of bounds. So that's going to bring up about a 3rd. Let's call it 5 for the Knights. I had it wrong. I don't think that was a 2nd and 6. Probably closer to a 3rd and 5 now, with about 15 seconds remaining. Lytle was open, just a little bit too far out of bounds, and he was unable to get the feet in. So a big 3rd and 5 facing this Letchworth defense. They need a stop here. Handoff goes to Andrews. Puts his foot in the ground, but he's wrapped up after a short gain. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 2 for LeRoy as time in the first quarter expires. We head to the second quarter. 4th down coming up for LeRoy. We take a quick break here at Warsaw High School. All right, so here we go, 4th down. Coming up, about a 4th and 2 for the Knights. And the snap, the Knights will punt it away. Sorry for the late information there. It was collecting an update, or a highlight, I should say, to post to social media in between the half. That great throw from Williams to Miller on the deflection for the Letchworth touchdown. We'll see if Letchworth can repeat some magic here on their next drive. 11:48 remaining in the half. Letchworth down by 7. Williams out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. He's complete to Stores. 1st down for Letchworth. This passing game is dangerous, folks, and LeRoy is having trouble slowing it down. The big plays and a few slants over the middle as well. Stores has been a top target for Williams all season long, and really coming through tonight, especially due to the injury earlier in this game. Miller, complete, but he drops the ball. Still loose. Who's got it? LeRoy does. A huge mistake. Miller running free near the sideline, coughs it up. Unable to regather it, and LeRoy is there for the recovery. 11:09 remaining in the second. Knights are going to take over. Huge turn here in this one. So the Letchworth defense tasked once again with coming up with a big stop. Penapeno takes it. Looking for room, but brought down near the line of scrimmage. Storrs in there on the tackle. Storrs having himself a fine game here tonight. 1 yard gain for Penapeno. Storrs has been solid for Letchworth defensively all season long. 37 tackles, 6 for a loss this season. Stepping up into an increased role after playing a more minor role in the past 2 championship runs for Letchworth. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Knights. Penapeno takes it himself up the middle, pushing the pile, but he's wrapped up and thrown back. A nice tackle from the big man. Looked like it was Blaze Leone in there on the stop for Letchworth. 3rd down coming up for LeRoy. 3rd and 4. As Letchworth looks to get another big stop here. Livonia 40-6 over Wellsville in the second quarter. Attica 27-7 over Hornell. And a timeout on the field called by LeRoy. That is their open. I had the timeouts mixed up. So LeRoy with 1 timeout remaining in the half. Letchworth still with 3 remaining. 3rd and about 4 coming up here out of the timeout. We have 9:43 remaining in the half. Been a good game in the early going, and if it weren't for that fumble by Letchworth, they would have been on their way there. A first down on the first play from Storrs, and it looked like Miller was going to have room for a first down, but lost the ball. I believe he was trying to change hands, maybe. We'll have to catch that on the replay, but a big mistake from Letchworth nonetheless, and now looking for a big stop on 3rd down. I'd like to remind you to tune in to Inside High School Sports every Thursday at 7 p.m. on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. This week we will be featuring the LeRoy Cheer Squad. Snap. Penapeno running. Looks like he has the first down, and he does. Penapeno past the sticks. A fresh set coming up for the Knights. So LeRoy really getting a nice push here on this drive, especially on that 3rd down play, able to clear the way for Penapeno. And this LeRoy unit led by Vanderhoof, but also features Will Eschberger up there, as well as Luke Ryder doing work along the offensive line. The left side for the Knights as Penapeno looks to throw, complete to Lytle. He is spun down after a short gain, a gain of 4. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6. So try to get you the other members of the LeRoy offensive line up there, doing a nice job thus far tonight. Also Tyler Strollo and Andrew Kettle up there for the Knights. Snap, run up the middle. Another good push from the Knights front. And about a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and very manageable. 3rd and about 2 for LeRoy. Let's call it 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Tough to see on the angle. Didn't get as much as I thought. So 3rd and 4 coming up here, near 8 minutes to go in the first half. Ryswick and Lytle split out, but the handoff goes to Andrews. He's brought down right near the line of scrimmage. Looked like Caleb Maines in there on the stop for the Knights. That's going to bring, for Letzaw. That's going to bring up 4th and 1. So a huge play once again coming up for this Letzaw defense. They need a push here. 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. You're down by a score. And LeRoy's 1 yard away from a first down. Letzaw looking to put up a fight here on this 4th down. But Penapeno takes it forward for the first. LeRoy now well inside the red zone. Another first down for the Knights. So a score at halftime from Attica Hornell, 27-7. As Andrews takes this one, a good burst through the line, brought down by Colby Van Slyke. And that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6, long 5 or 6. So let's going to do their damnedest here to hold the Knights out of the end zone, but it's been a tall task for teams all season. 2nd and 6. Toss out to Lytle. Trying to find his way toward the goal line, but he's brought down at the 2-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. And the clock stops. We'll see if we have a measurement here. Perhaps the officials will just talk it over. I'm not sure what we'll see here. But no, the chains are coming out. So it's definitely close. It's about, at most, a foot away. But I think that they're going to give it to him here. Tough to see on the angle, as I said, but it appears to me as if LeRoy got it. And it is a first down for the Knights. 1st and goal coming up from about the 2-yard line. One thing I'm not sure about, we have a goal symbol up there for it to say 1st and goal, but for some reason it doesn't work. So we're going to go with 1st and 4 because I believe, hold on, let's see where they spot it. It's tough to see on this angle. We'll call it from the 3. So clock restarts here after the measurement. LeRoy 3 yards away from another score. Penapeno under center. Takes it himself to the outside. Flips it over everybody. Complete to Ryswick for the touchdown. So 20-7, LeRoy in the lead off the Letzaw turnover. Hockey on for the point after. Puts it up and through. Mitchell Hockey, perfect. 3 for 3 on kicks here this evening. And LeRoy takes a 21-7 lead. Once again, we'd like to tell you about our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Wyoming County Community Hospital, their mission is to provide outstanding healthcare services for their rural community. Struggle with that word, rural. Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, open for lunch and dinner. They also serve delicious desserts. LeRoy Federal Credit Union, LFCU, has been serving their members for 60 years, bringing them a hometown feel with welcoming customer service and a feeling like they have control over their finances. Lathan Tree Service in LeRoy, complete tree care, free estimates, and fully insured. Bubba's Landscape in LeRoy, residential and commercial lawn treatment. Spend less time on lawn care and more time doing the things you love. Georgian Swede Sales and Service in Pavilion, a full-service equipment dealership selling Yanmar construction equipment. BlueDumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Visit BlueDumpster.com. TF Brown's in Batavia, 214 East Main Street. Looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place for a party or get-together, TF Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. So here's the kick from Andrews, and Stores will return it for Letzaw. Looking for room on the outside, being chased down by a number of Knights and eventually pushed out of bounds by Andrew Loftus. We'd also like to thank Mancuso Real Estate, Real Property Solutions since 1911. Empire Tractor in Batavia. And I skipped over it so quickly, my apologies. Also, O'Brien Septic and Portable Toilets, proud to be a certified women-owned business enterprise. Inside High School Sports every Thursday at 7 p.m. on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. This week we'll feature the LeRoy Cheer Squad. Williams looking to throw. Has his man near midfield. It's complete. And fighting his way near midfield is Ethan Schroeder. So a good start for Letzaw here. That stops the clock with 5:39 remaining in the first half. And that's a first down for Letzaw. So Williams starting to find his groove here. And his receivers helping him out with some nice catches as well. So what we're seeing here is LeRoy being exposed a little bit in the passing game. The defense, that is. We'll see if they can get things together, and they're going to have to because this Letzaw team is going to continue to go through the air. Williams takes the snap, rolling out under pressure, evading pressure, but he can't. He gets it away. We'll see if he had a receiver near him. And yes, he did. So no intentional grounding, and the LeRoy faithful certainly didn't like that call. So 2nd and 10 coming up for LeRoy. For Letzaw. And the sun has gone down, so we'll brighten things up a bit. About 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 2nd and 10 coming up. Williams takes the snap, hands it off. Room to run right through the middle. Colby Van Slyke, a nice burst for Letzaw. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5. Time ticking down here in the first half. Letzaw looking to keep pace with LeRoy. They need a 1st down in order to do it. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Williams takes the snap, dropping back, rolling out, looking to throw near the sideline, complete. Nick Thompson on the reception, as Williams has himself another completion. 1st down for Letzaw. Ball at the 35-yard line of LeRoy. So I think that's what you need to see more of from this Letzaw passing game. Just continue to roll out Williams because when he's dropped back, he's really been under a lot of heat. So I think getting him on the move outside has really worked wonders for this team. And we'll see if it will continue to on this drive. Williams hands it off. But this time, Van Slyke is met right at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Kettle in there on the stop, along with a number of LeRoy tacklers. Looked like Cole Rauscher in there as well. So a 2nd and 10 coming up for Letchworth here. Williams out of the pistol, handoff. Room to run right up the middle. Oh, and a big hit delivered at the end by Andrews, but a nice gain there. Eric Mills on the run for Letchworth. A 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 5. That's what you need to do if you're Letchworth. Continue to put yourself in 3rd and manageable. Work your way near the sticks. And really, where you are right now, you could be in 4-down territory. So we'll see if everything's on the table here for Letchworth, a pass or a run. And we have a timeout called by Letchworth. It's their first timeout of the half as they'll talk things over. A big 3rd down coming up. We take a quick break here from Warsaw High School. All right, here we go. Big play coming up in this one. 2:19 remaining in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 5 coming up for Letchworth. Williams out of the pistol, turns around, hands it off. Van Slyke met at the line of scrimmage. Kettle, the first man there, and that sends him back for a 1-yard loss. 4th and 6 coming up for Letchworth. Big play from Kettle, having a nice game here on defense for the Knights. So Letchworth working the clock down here as they'll call for their 2nd timeout of the half with 1:19 remaining. And I believe we'll see him punt it away, but we'll see what they decide to do here out of the timeout. So fourth down play coming up out of the timeout with 1:19 remaining in the first half. See what Letchworth decides to do. It appears as if they may go for it. Williams out of the pistol once again, takes the snap, and Letchworth will go for it. Williams rolling out under pressure, being chased, gets it away and throws it out of bounds. Nice pressure created there. Ryan Higgins on pursuit, or in pursuit, excuse me, is a 1st and 10 coming up for LeRoy. 1:12 to go in the first half. We'll see if the Knights just take it into halftime or attack for another score. Snap to Penapeno, running it up the middle. Stopped right at about the line of scrimmage, but able to fight his way forward for about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Knights. Inside a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Man in motion is Ryswick. He takes the flip. Stores in pursuit, but Ryswick able to escape for a first down, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 24 seconds remaining in the half. First and 10 coming up for the Knights. Penapeno takes the snap, rolling out, looking for a man, flips it ahead, has Andrews nearing first down yardage, and he gets the first down, escapes for more. Williams was looking for the strip there. And we're now at 12 seconds remaining here in the half, and we have a LeRoy timeout. That's their final timeout of this first half with 12 seconds to go. We're going to get a head start on our sponsors at halftime, so we're going to tell you about Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, Wyoming County Community Hospital. Their mission is to provide outstanding healthcare services and to have a positive impact on the health of their rural community. Also, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty's serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. Italian Thursdays feature pasta specials, and every Saturday is steak night. Open every day except Tuesdays. Sweet Betty's is ready to serve you at 15 Main Street in LeRoy. Call 585-502-6084 or log on to www.sweetbettys15main.com. Also, LeRoy Federal Credit Union, which we'll tell you about as this play is over. So here's the snap to Penapeno out of the shotgun. 12 seconds remaining. Penapeno goes deep to Lytle, but it's knocked away. Nice coverage provided there. Chris Shearing coming over to knock that ball away. So LeRoy Federal Credit Union, LFCU, has been serving their members for 60 years, bringing them a hometown feel with welcoming customer service and a feeling like they have control over their finances. Located on West Main Road in LeRoy, 585-768-7207, or reach us online at www.leroyfcu.org. LeRoy Federal Credit Union, owned by you, working for you. So as soon as we reach halftime, we'll tell you about the remainder of our sponsors. 5 seconds to go here in this second quarter. One last heave for LeRoy. Penapeno going deep once again, and it was nearly picked off. Williams was there on the coverage, and we head to the halftime break. 21-7, LeRoy in the lead. And we'll tell you about a few more of our sponsors. Lathan Tree Service. Since 1971, Lathan's mission has never changed, and that is to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or finding them on the web at www.lathantree.com. Georgia and Swede, Bubba's Landscape, my apologies. Sorry, getting myself confused here. My apologies. I'm looking at the officials on the field who are discussing something with Letsaw head coach Justin Mann. So, sorry for the confusion there. But we thank Bubba's Landscape. Nonetheless, contact Bubba's for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate, 585-768-6578. Also, Georgia and Swede Sales and Service. Whether you need excavators, wheel loaders, trailers, rollers, or skid steers, Georgia and Swede has the equipment you need, including Yanmar compact construction equipment. For over 50 years, Yanmar has been committed to bringing you powerful fuel-sipping engines and relentless innovation, providing equipment to withstand even the toughest working conditions. And also a 4-year, 4,000-hour warranty on all excavators. BlueDumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, www.bluedumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next-day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing, Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit www.bluedumpster.com today. T.F. Brown's Restaurant in Batavia, 214 East Main Street, is the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has been the home of T.F. Brown's for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, T.F. Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at www.empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. O'Brien Septic, offering portable toilets and restroom trailer rentals, as well as septic pumping, inspections, repairs, and installations. Whether you're in Rochester, Hilton, Macedon, Canandaigua, Warsaw, Geneseo, Corning, and anywhere in between, we can provide fast, efficient, superior delivery and service. Call today, 585-766-1221. We'd also like to remind you, Inside High School Sports airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. This week, we will be featuring the LeRoy Cheer Squad. So be sure to check out that Chris Metcalf's interview with the Knights cheer squad. The player of the game will be awarded near the end of tonight's contest. Brought to you by Casella Waste. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Each player of the game this season will receive a $25 gift card to TF Browns in Batavia. So we head to the halftime break. We take a quick break here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. My name's Alex Brasky. We'll be back in just a few minutes for more live Section 5 football action. All right, we're getting set for the second half here at Warsaw High School. LeRoy, a 21-7 lead over Letchworth at the end of the first two quarters. 14-0, LeRoy started the game, but Letchworth came battling back. A long touchdown from Austin Williams to Aaron Miller got Letchworth on the board. It was 14-7. And then Letchworth got the ball back and was driving, but fumbled. And LeRoy went down to score again to increase their lead to 14. So about 2 minutes remaining in the halftime break. I'd like to remind you, my name's Alex Brasky on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. It's been an exciting game here, a little bit more exciting than I believe many imagined it would be, as LeRoy came into this one as heavy favorites, but Letchworth's battled, and they've done it by using a successful passing attack led by, as I said before, Austin Williams, one of the top high school quarterbacks in the area. Certainly had himself a fine game. Eddie Storrs, also a two-way stud for Letchworth, having himself a quality start to this game. On the other side, LeRoy's really done it all over the field. Defensively, offensively, they've been dominant once again. Alex Penapenos had a nice day. Nate Andrews, a nice day running the ball as well. Cody Lytle has an interception on defense and also a long reception, which set up, I believe, the Knights' final touchdown of the first half. Jack Tonzi found his way into the end zone in that first half, as did Adam Ryswick. So a lot of names involved when it comes to our player of the game here tonight, which will be awarded at game's end, brought to you by Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Casella will save your business time and money on trash and recycling services. Casella offers affordable and reliable service, containers of all sizes, and free delivery of those containers. Call today, 585-308-0662 for a quote. So each player of the game this season will be presented $25 from TF Browns in Batavia, another one of our sponsors here tonight. So be sure to stop out to all of these. Well, hopefully you don't have to stop here, the Wyoming County Community Hospital, but if you do need maybe some blood work or something done, stop on down there. Great people at Wyoming County Community Hospital. Sweet Betty's, LeRoy Federal Credit Union, Lathan Tree Service, Bubba's Landscape, Georgian Swede Sales and Service, BlueDumpster.com. As I said before, TF Browns in Batavia, Mancuso Real Estate, Empire Tractor, and O'Brien Septic and Portable Toilets. Once again, tune in to Inside High School Sports every Thursday at 7 p.m. on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. This week, we will be featuring the LeRoy Cheer Squad. And there it is. Whose photo is going to be in that spot on social media later tonight? The Casella Waste player of the game. So we reset the timeouts, we reset the clock, we put on the third quarter. We're ready to go here in the second half between Letchworth and LeRoy. Going to take a short break as I update social media, so my apologies for a little bit of dead air for the next few seconds. Excuse me. So here we go. Letchworth getting set to kick it away to begin the second half. LeRoy will receive. Back deep is Nate Andrews and Cody Lytle. So here we go to begin the third quarter. Knights will begin with possession. And the kick is up. And the Knights will take it back. Big body taking it back for the Knights. Looked like Robbie Newmark. Good run up there. Across the 40 to the 42, and that's where LeRoy is going to begin its first drive of the second half. First and 10 coming up for the Knights. So here come the Knights, their first play from scrimmage. Penapeno will go under center. Andrews behind him in the backfield. Good stop there from the Letchworth defense. Stands up Andrews right at the line, drives him back. But they're going to give him forward progress. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for LeRoy. It's exactly what Letchworth needed to begin this half. Gain a little bit of momentum on defense, a big stop on first down. We'll see if they can turn that into a 3 and out here. Boy, that'd be huge. 3 and out or a turnover to get things going for Letchworth. This is a very tough LeRoy team, unbeaten coming into this game. Letchworth is going to need something special to happen in the early going to turn the tide. But Penapeno instead fights his way ahead for about a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Knights. So here comes a 3rd and 4. Just inside 10:50 to go in the third. Letchworth continuing to battle, but they need a stop here. Penapeno under center, turns around. A little bit of a counter play, but a nice play made at the line of scrimmage. Blaze Leone in there on the stop for Letchworth. 4th and about 3. Coming up for the Knights, a big decision for head coach Brian Herdline. Very impressed with Letchworth's determination on defense. They've made it tough on LeRoy all night long. So here's Penapeno out of the shotgun. See if LeRoy does indeed go for it here. 4th and 3. Shotgun snap. But a timeout called by the Knights. So LeRoy will discuss what is a big 4th and 3 here with 9:44 remaining in the third. Big decision for Coach Herdline. You don't want to let a team back into the game up 2 scores, but then again, a 4th and 3 at midfield. Very, very tempting for LeRoy here. Senior night here at Warsaw. Festivities before the game. as you see the senior night banner honoring the Warsaw seniors. Saw one of those seniors leave the game on a cart. Very disappointing. Hunter Elliott injured in the early going. We certainly hope the best for him. So big 4th and 3 coming up here. And it looks like the Knights are going to go for it. Penapeno under center. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Turns around. Hands it to Andrews. He's ahead for the first down. So a first down run for Andrews gives LeRoy a fresh set here on the 4th and 3. That could be the play of the game, folks, if LeRoy does indeed go on to score here. So a 1st and 10 for the Knights. Option play. Penapeno takes it himself. A nice gain for Penapeno. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 coming up. An update from Hornell. Attica in the lead, 34-14, late in the 4th quarter. So it looks like the Blue Devils are going to improve to 4-1 on the year. And Livonia 48-6 over Wellsville, so it looks like that one is well in hand. 2nd and about 4 or 5 coming up for LeRoy here. Penapeno takes the snap, tosses it out to Ryswick. It's complete. And Ryswick pushes his way ahead for a first down. So Ryswick has come up with some big plays offensively for the Knights, scoring the touchdown in the first half, and now a big first down on the 2nd and about 4 or 5. So 1st and 10 for the Knights from the Letchworth 34, 35-yard line. Penapeno takes the snap, rolling out. Trying to find the edge. He does. Cuts it upfield near the first down. Big hit delivered by Williams. Well, that's a big gain for Penapeno near a first down. And we'll see if they give it to him. And that's a first down for the Knights. Excuse me, I made a mistake. Attica is going to improve to 3-2. My mistake on that. So here's Penapeno going under center. And he's just going to keep it himself up the middle. And that's a big gain. Of 5 yards. Big gain for a QB sneak, that is. So it's going to be a 2nd and 5 now. I think what that was is Penapeno just saw daylight over the center. Took the snap, took it ahead for about a 5-yard gain. Good position now on a 2nd down for LeRoy. Attica's 2 losses this season, of course, both on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel, so really inexcusable for me to make that mistake, but they're 2 losses to LeRoy and Livonia, who both are unbeaten. Handoff to Andrews, who makes his way through the line of scrimmage. And he's inside the 10. First down for the Knights. 1st and goal as LeRoy is knocking on the door once again. First and goal from about the 6-yard line coming up for LeRoy. Handoff. Andrews fighting his way forward. And he's just short. So 2nd down and about, 2nd and goal, from about the 1-yard line coming up for LeRoy. So inside 6 minutes to go here in the third. LeRoy looking for the dagger here. Already had 2 scores on Letsaw, looking to make it a 3-score game. Penapeno on the sneak. Touchdown, LeRoy. Penapeno on the sneak, in for the score. And LeRoy now ahead by 3 touchdowns. Hockey in for the point after. It's up. And it's good. Hockey 4 for 4 on PATs here tonight. 28-7. LeRoy leads. So here we go. Waiting for LeRoy for the ensuing kickoff here. As Letsaw So here's the ensuing kickoff from the Knights as Letsaw looks to get something going on offense. Fielded at about the 20-yard line. A good burst forward across the 35-yard line. And Letsaw is brought down with 5:18 remaining in the third, and they will begin their drive. So 5:18 on the clock. Letsaw is going to have to get something going quick here as I update the score. 28-7. And LeRoy starting to run away with this one, but Letsaw looking to keep pace here. Williams takes the snap, looking for help. Looked like a bit of confusion in the Letsaw backfield. And Williams is brought down. Tonzi in there for the stop. It's going to bring up a second and long, second and about 14. Coming up now. Another update, Minders ahead of Dansville late in the game. 22-0, the Blue Devils out in front of the Mustangs. As Letsaw faces a second and 14 here. Williams, low snap. He'll be forced to run, but he's brought down in the backfield. Zach Vanderhoof in on the stop. And that's going to bring up a third down and even longer now. Third and about 19. About 3.5 minutes remaining here in the third. 3rd and 19 for Letchworth. They need a play here. Williams drops back, looking downfield. Pressure from behind, and he's hit as he throws. And it falls incomplete. Trying to see who was in there on the pressure. Cole Rauscher in there on the pressure for LeRoy, causing that incompletion. This Knights team, they come at you, and they continue to come at you. 4th and 19 for Letchworth. Williams back to kick. Ball in the air. And it rolls out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. That's where LeRoy is going to begin its drive. 1st and 10 coming up for the Knights. Once again, we'd like to remind you this broadcast brought to you by Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. Knights are going to take over. 1st and 10 as Penapeno hands it off to Andrews running on the right side. I believe he handed it off. Maybe he kept it himself. My apologies. So a minimal gain of about 3-4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. I've said it a million times, but I can't say it enough. This is beautiful football weather here at Warsaw High School, and we're in the spring, but still beautiful weather and fans enjoying it. At least if you're a LeRoy fan. And I got confused there with who had the ball for the 2nd straight play. And LeRoy brought down yes. Maybe I did have the right guy. So a 3rd and let's call it 3 coming up. Awarded forward progress were the Knights on that play. So inside 2 minutes to play here in the third. LeRoy across midfield. Looked like Letchworth jumped. And if so, that's going to be a 1st down for LeRoy. Encroachment on Letchworth, so that's going to give LeRoy a 1st down. Ryswick in motion. Handoff to Tanzi, who breaks free on the edge. Looks like I made a mistake on one of our score updates. Minders over Dansville 22-20. I think I said 22-0. Doing too many things at once here. Sometimes a slip of the tongue happens. So a 2nd and short coming up, about a 2nd and 2 for LeRoy here. Snap. Hand. No. Penapeno met in the backfield and driven back. So it's going to be a 3rd and 2 now. So potentially a big stand here from the Letchworth defense. Going to need 2 more stops to get the stop, but Letchworth on life support, looking for a turnover on downs here potentially as a 3rd and short comes up. But this LeRoy team's been impressive all night, so it's going to take a lot for them to hold them 2 yards away from the line to gain. Penapeno drops back, looking to go deep, and it's overthrown, but Lytle still almost came up with it with a diving attempt. So 4th and short coming up for LeRoy now. Once again, the play of the game for Letchworth here. Seven seconds remaining here in the 3rd. 4th and 2 for LeRoy. Now or never for Letchworth. Snap. Flip to Andrews, trying to find the edge, and he does. First down for LeRoy. But there's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be on the Knights. And it looked like a hold or an illegal block of some sort on the Knights, so a huge penalty, going to be a 4th and about 11 with 1 untimed down coming up to end the 3rd quarter. So we'll see what LeRoy decides to do, if they change their play call here on 4th and 11 and decide to punt, or maybe they'll go for it once again. So let's call it 4th and 12, an untimed down coming up here. Penapeno takes the snap, trying to find the edge. He does, but he's dragged down short of the line to gain. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. And boy, did Letchworth need that. 1st and 10 coming up for Letchworth to begin the 4th quarter. So we told you about Casella Waste. Now we'll tell you about Wyoming County Community Hospital. Their mission is to provide outstanding healthcare services and to have a positive impact on the health of their rural community. Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty's serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. Italian Thursdays feature pasta specials, and every Saturday is steak night. Open every day except Tuesdays, Sweet Betty's is ready to serve you at 15 Main Street in LeRoy. Call 585-502-6084 or log on to www.sweetbettys15main.com. Also, LeRoy Federal Credit Union, LFCU, has been serving their members for 60 years, bringing them a hometown feel with welcoming customer service and a feeling like they have control over their finances. Located on West Main Road in LeRoy, visit LeRoy Federal Credit Union today. So here we go, the beginning of the 4th quarter. First down for Letchworth. The handoff doesn't go anywhere. LeRoy stuffs it. In there on the stop, Tyler Strollo. As I reset the clock a little bit late, my apologies. As we're inside 11:45 in this 4th quarter, a 2nd and long coming up for Letchworth. 2nd and 14 after the big play from Strollo. We'd also like to thank Lathan Tree Service in LeRoy. Since 1971, Lathan's mission has never changed, and that is to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or finding them on the web at www.lathantree.com. Also, Bubba's Landscape in LeRoy. Contact Bubba's for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate, 585-768-6578. George and Swede Sales and Service is a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. Established in 1983, George and Swede has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service in the Western New York area for over 35 years. Call or visit George and Swede at 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, 585-584-3425, or log on to www.georgeandswede.com. So here we go, a third and long after the incompletion. Williams tosses it out on the screen, but he's chopped down. Alex Penapeno in there on the stop. And the pass was complete, so that's going to bring up a fourth and even longer. We'll call it a 4th and 18. Coming up for Letchworth. We'd also like to thank BlueDumpster.com, spring cleaning, remodeling. Need a roll-off? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, BlueDumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. So the punt coming up for Letchworth. Pretty good punt. Fielded by Andrews. Breaks free across midfield and brought down at about the 47-yard line. So 10-20 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 coming up for LeRoy. We'd also like to thank TF Browns in Batavia. 214 East Main Street is the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has been the home of TF Browns for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, TF Browns is ready to meet your needs and budget. Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Snap. Handoff. Andrews fighting his way forward, about a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 coming up for LeRoy. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at www.empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. So a brief delay there, but we're back as LeRoy faces a 2nd and 3 here. Handoff to Andrews. He's tugged down. Nice stop in the backfield made by Chris Shattuck. So a big stop there brings up a 3rd and 4 for LeRoy. Time winding down in the fourth quarter. 9, let's call it 13 remaining. And we do have a stop, so I'm going to reset it here. About 8:57 on the clock. So here we go. 3rd and 4 coming up for LeRoy. Oh, and it looked like somebody moved on the LeRoy side. A false start on the Knights. So 3rd and 9 coming up now as the clock stops with 8:47 remaining. So 3rd and about 8 actually coming up for LeRoy as Penapeno drops back looking for a man down the field. And he He has Ryswick. A big gain through the air for the Knights. Penapeno to Ryswick. And LeRoy's in business once again. Ball at about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for LeRoy. We'd like to remind you every Thursday. But before we do that, we'll tell you about O'Brien Septic and Portable Toilets, offering portable toilets and restroom trailer rentals, as well as septic pumping, inspections, repairs, and installations. So here's the snap up the middle. Fighting their way toward the goal line are the Knights. So as I was saying, we'd like to remind you every Thursday, 7 p.m. on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. Inside High School Sports this week features the LeRoy Cheer Squad. Who's going to win Player of the Game tonight? Big decision. Likely going to be a member of LeRoy. But who knows what's going to happen here over the next few minutes. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Penapeno out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Andrews. Twisting his way inside the 5. They're going to mark it right at about the 5-yard line. So my apologies on the down and distance. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now for LeRoy. So LeRoy approaching the end zone once again, facing a 3rd and 3. Penapeno takes the snap. Looking to throw, but he's going to take it himself. Finds the edge, diving for the end zone, and he's in. Penapeno, another touchdown, and LeRoy increases its lead. It's 34-7. Knights leaving no doubt here this evening. So here comes the PAT for hockey. It's up. Did it get over? It did. He remains perfect. And LeRoy is now ahead 35-7. So a lot of thinking to do for the Casella Waste Player of the Game. If you have any opinions, please feel free to share them over the next about 5 minutes of game time in the comments section on YouTube. Be sure it's on YouTube or else I won't see it. Any update on the Attica game? Yes, the Attica came away with a win, 34-14 over Hornell. So as I said before, be sure to let me know what you or who you feel should take home the Player of the Game this evening in the YouTube comment section. Our Player of the Game brought to you by Casella Waste, your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Penapeno is up there. Lytle certainly in the running. Andrews has had himself a fine night. Ryswick, plenty of big plays. Vanderhoof, a big night on defense. Tonzi, a big night on both sides of the ball. So really going to need your help deciding this one. Be sure to comment on YouTube who you feel should be the player of this game. 6:34 remaining in the ball game, and LeRoy kicks it away to Letzaw. Stores set to return it. And he is brought down, wrestled down, I should say. Looked like Will Eschberger in there on the stop, along with Tyler Strollo. So 1st and 10 coming up for Letzaw here, as they look to finish this game strong. Short run for about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up. A little bit of misdirection there as Williams faked the pass and kept the ball down near his waist for the 5-yard gain. Nifty play there. So we have our first nomination for player of the game, Jack Tonzi, who's, like I said, had a good game on both sides of the ball, been clearing the way for plenty of LeRoy ball carriers. Also has his own touchdown tonight. And also a nice game on defense for Tonzi. So thank you, Bryce Lathan, for your contribution. It looks like we had somebody second that comment. Tonzi definitely up there, that's for sure. 1st and 10 coming up for Letzaw now. Williams hands it off, up the middle. Nice stop there. Cole Rosher, he's also had himself a good night on defense. Second and 5 now for Letzaw. Run up the middle, and they break free. Nice gain for Letzaw. Chris Shearing, a good burst there. And that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. Ball is across midfield. Williams, a little bit of misdirection there as he gets the handoff away to Ethan Schroeder. Falls his way forward. And we have another nomination for player of the game, Nate Andrews, certainly in the running tonight. And another one, Tyler Strollo. He's had a few big hits on defense. We decided on co-players of the game in our last game, but I think we're going to try to decide on one tonight. So a 2nd and 10 for Letzaw now. Handoff. Reversing field is Miller. And updates from around the league, we'll tell you once again, 22-20. Mindhurst was ahead of Dansville late in that game. Attica, 34-14 winners over Hornell. Livonia took care of Wellsville. Last I knew, they were leading 48-6. Bath, big win over Waterloo. That was a battle of two unbeaten teams. Bath, 36-20 winners over the Indians. Williams looking to throw here. Going deep to Stores, but it's out of his reach. So that was a 3rd and 10, 4th and 10 coming up now for Letzaw. Williams rolling out, looking to throw. Finds his man, Miller, but that's not going to be enough. Letchworth turns it over on downs, and the Knights are going to take over. 2:27 remaining, and it's all but a formality as they're going to put this one on ice as they head likely to victory formation shortly. So 1st and 10 for LeRoy. Looks like the backup, John Penapeno, is in the game. And the ball came out. Letchworth is going to take back over here. Well, that caught everybody by surprise as Letchworth takes over. One last hack at it. Cole Rauscher, another nomination for Player of the Game. As I said before, he's had a big game here tonight, defensively. And really, wrestling and defense really just seem to go hand in hand. And Rauscher is one heck of a wrestler, I'll tell you that much. So our nominations are Andrews, Tonzi, Rauscher, and Strollo for LeRoy. Big decision. Big decision to make here. Handoff goes up the middle. And that was a 2nd and 3. I'm worried more about the player of the game than the scoreboard at this point. So it's going to be a 1st down for Letchworth as the time continues to tick away. Inside 1:30 to go. Oh, we got a shout out to the Section 5 Talks Back days. Boy, those were good days. I was a little too aggressive back then, but hey, then again, I was a kid. It was the old message board on Section 5 Sports run by Bill Comer. Really, Twitter before Twitter, I would say. It's a 2nd and about 6 is coming up now. And another nomination, Cody Lytle in here as a nominee for Player of the Game. Oh, my goodness, I don't know who to decide. I really don't. Handoff goes up the middle. I think no matter who I choose, somebody won't be happy. Also, Mitch Hockey, 5 for 5 on PATs, as sports editor Chris Metcalf astutely points out. And it appears that's going to do it for this one. Here from Warsaw High School, LeRoy, your winners tonight, 35-7 as they march to 5-0. Before we sign off, we'd like to once again thank our sponsors for today's game. We won't run through them once again, but I think we gave them enough face time throughout the game. So thank you to our sponsors for helping us broadcast Section 5 football time and again here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. My name's Alex Brasky, and before we part ways, we have to take care of one little bit of business. Our player of the game here tonight, we're going to have to go with co-players of the game. It's too difficult for me to decide on one player, and honestly, it's probably going to be too difficult to decide on co-players of the game as well. But you know what? We're going to give it to 3 players. Cody Lytle, Nate Andrews, and Jack Tonzi, your co-players of the game, brought to you by Casella Waste. Each player of the game, and Casella's general manager, Jeff Pirro, very thankful he's going to allow me to award 3 players of the game here. Really breaking the bank over there at Casella. But I think all 3 are very deserving. Nate Andrews, Cody Lytle, Jack Tonzi, your players of the game during LeRoy's 35-7 win over Warsaw. Once again, my name's Alex Brasky on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me here tonight. A night's win and a tough Let's All loss. Be sure to join us tomorrow for another live broadcast brought to you by Casella Waste, Batavia, taking on Midlake, 7 p.m. from Vandetta Stadium. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.